off some distance and dropped the whale into the water. The waves splashed on the nearby shore, making the loudest sound Twisted Foot had ever heard. That's it, exclaimed the young boy. That is the sound of thunder.
As Twisted Foot watched the terrified whale swim madly for the open sea, his mind turned to what he had just heard, and the joy of finally knowing what caused the sound of thunder led him to think, now I can become a carver, for now I know that this huge bird, the thunderbird, has made the sound of thunder.
Twisted Foot did not notice a dark shadow hovering over his canoe, and was startled to hear a voice ask, "Who are you, and why are you not afraid of me?" Twisted Foot looked up to see the Thunderbird himself hovering above him. "Oh, great Thunderbird, I am not afraid of you. I have been looking for you." "What? Looking for me?" said the Thunderbird.
"Yes," said Twisted Foot. "My people sent me to search for thunder. Only when I found the thunder could I become a carver. Now that I have found you, I'm going home to begin my carvings. And I'm going to carve you, O great Thunderbird, and place you at the very top of the totem. You are the greatest of all birds and beasts, and you must always be at the very top of the poles."
When the Thunderbird heard Twisted Foot, he became very proud. He said, "This that you tell me is very important, and I will take you home so that you may begin your carving at once." The Thunderbird picked up Twisted Foot, and with his great strong wings flew the boy home.
The families of Twisted Foot's village and the great carvers could not believe their eyes when they saw the huge Thunderbird carrying their own Twisted Foot in its long, sharp claws. They all watched with awe as the giant bird placed Twisted Foot on the ground.
Yes, Twisted Foot became a carver on that very day. Just as he had said, he did place the Thunderbird at the very top of the totem pole. As well, Twisted Foot gave the symbol of the Thunderbird to all Indians everywhere, on one condition, that the greatest of all birds and beasts always be placed at the very top of the totem poles. We would like to progress to more modern times for a few minutes. With the West Coast still in mind, we would like to take a light-hearted look at seafood lovers. People with a fishy preference like to eat such things as shrimp or oyster or crab. And then there's another segment of the population who really go into raptures over pizza, pepperoni or ham and pineapple or just plain cheese. And then there are those strange souls who go for seafood in their pizza. We'd like to present Periwinkle Pizza. go back into history to the time of the Kettle Valley Railway and the men who used to hitch rides in, on, or under the boxcars. From the 1890s to 1930s, men would ride the rails to the prairies to help with the harvest and earn what money they could. When the harvest was over, they would travel back again and look for work in logging camps and mines. The hitching would be all right as long as the bulls, or railway police, weren't around. The soloists in Kettle Valley Line are Ricky French, Scott Landeau, and Cory French. tip your hats and call you sir on the Kettle Valley line. They tip your hats and call you sir, then they throw you in the holster. They tip your hats and call you sir on the Kettle Valley line. There was the British Columbia Express Company, and it was called the BX. The BX ran stages along the historic Cariboo Road through some of the most formidable terrain in the continent for half a century. The persons mentioned in the song that we are going to do were actual teamsters. Henry Curie drove freight extras for the BX line. In addition to the freight wagons, the Ashcroft-Barkerville Road carried weekly stagecoaches. The country was sparsely settled, and neighbors were often far away. To break the isolation of winter, people within a day or two's wagon drive of Clinton came to a great midwinter get-together, known as the Ball. They filled every stable, barn, and bit of space in the small community, danced all night, and often stayed for several days. Our next piece, Teaming Up the Cariboo Road, was no doubt heard at the Ball during the years at the turn of the century. Here comes Baby Curry, he's always in a hurry. Leaving up the Cariboo Road. He makes the horses go through the dust and through the snow. Leaving up the Cariboo Road. Did you see him creeping through the wall of Clinton? Leaving up the Cariboo Road. Leaving up the Cariboo Road. When you hear that whip a bobbing, you bet he's gonna go. When you hear that sweet voice singing, stand up, rowdy on the Cariboo Road. Feeling that the world is going to see its hero, leaving up the Cariboo Road. Leaving up the Cariboo Road. Leaving up the Cariboo Road. You can see the wicked, you like the Lord ticket, leaving up the Cariboo Road. Riding on the dollar, riding on the dollar, leaving up the Cariboo Road. When you hear that whip a bobbing, you bet he's gonna go. When you hear that sweet voice singing, stand up, rowdy on the Cariboo Road. As we began, so we will finish. We return once more to the beginning of British Columbia. The Indians. Love of nature has been well expressed by Chief Dan George in his poem, My Heart Soars. From the book of the same name, as our final piece, we would like to interpret My Heart Soars in song and movement.
The beauty of the trees, the softness of the air, the fragrance of the grass speaks to me. The faintness of the stars, the freshness of the morning, the dewdrops on the flower speaks to me, and my heart soars.